Hello there, YouTube and YouTube Shorts. Welcome to my Soul Searching with James live stream. You'll probably be able to tell there's a few differences if you tuned in last time or if you are watching these back online. I've got a blurry background now, and my lighting, I hope you think, is a little better. One of my friends actually gave me an idea of using my ceiling as a diffuser to my ring light here, so I've actually got my ring light just to the side of me. It's why I'm actually looking at my stream setup just to see how it all actually looks. Um, but my ceiling sort of slopes just up here, so actually I've got my ring light bouncing up and hopefully, making it a little better. Also, I have decided to actually use the power of my PC, and actually changed the blur in the background and some of the microphone settings with NVIDIA Broadcast. So I'm hoping that things sound and look quite nice. I might actually be using these on my videos. Speaking of videos, I actually posted my first video earlier this week. So please go check that out. Sorry, I'm just sorting out stuff that's on my desk. Yeah, it was just a little introduction video. I ended up having about 15 minutes or so of actual footage I took. Then I cut out most of that. I thought I'd cut out about half. There were lots of like ums and ahs and multiple takes and everything that was just easy to just film through and cut out. The video ended up being like 2.5 minutes, which for an intro video, great, not a problem. Perfectly happy with that. But I'm gonna have to start recording a lot more, and that might be better with my webcam rather than my phone. I was trying to use my phone. My phone does really good video. Like I can do 4K video and everything. I've got my T. Yeah, got 4K video. Ooh. Sorry, I just realised I didn't have my phone away. There we go. Yeah, so when I actually do some videos, I'm actually going to be filming the next video at some point this week, and that will be on making flashcards. So hopefully I'll get on to that. I'm hoping my next stream actually will be me making some flashcards. That'll probably be Tuesday or something like that. As I am out playing card games tomorrow, and as I do quite a few days of the week. Card games take over my life a little bit. I've got so many cards on my desk. I've got Pokemon, I've got Magic, I've got Yu-Gi-Oh, I've got Lorcana on there. It's just crazy. So let's get into the actual what I was planning on doing today. I've actually been making quite slow progress this with my learning Hangul. And I realized that's because I was trying to stream it all and do it in like chunks. I'm just going to go through and completely just run through it, the entire lot, or at least what I've got remaining. And then also that gives me a way of that's tool number 1 sorted. So I'm hoping that then when I can compare it to other tools and other websites, that I'll have actually used it to sort of completion. So if I just bring up my screen now. Oh, that you cannot see me. If you're on Shorts, I should have checked this beforehand. I love live editing my stream. There we go. So if you're tuning in on Shorts, you probably just saw that. If not, you probably had nothing to worry about. Oh, you can tell I've been playing with the with settings and stuff, can't you? There we go. All done. Right. Yeah, so we've got let's learn hangul.com. I'm actually on level 3 out of 7. Sorry, 5. There's 7 rounds in each level. I've done 1 and 2. Oh, that's not showing. Yeah, I've done 1 and 2 on this, which teaches you a lot of the consonant sounds as well as the main vowel sounds. The second level went through a bit more on like the blank vowels. There was a couple more consonants. This one is where we really get into the vowels, which was the bit I always knew I was going to struggle with most. So they're back round 1. So I'm just gonna go through this. Yeah, with these streams, I'm more just doing it as a way to hold myself accountable. So if you want to just sit there, watch me ramble, great. If not, feel free to have me on in the background. Just having somebody here studying is great, but I will be talking out loud. I do have a chat window up here as well, so if there's any if there's anything chat related, I'll find that out. If there's anything chat related, we just have a bit of a chill time. Right, so this vowel, so we've got 2 lines connected by 1 dash is A. A. So A is that one. A. That one is G because it looks like a gun. That one is H because it's got a little hat on. That is the bottom of a bottle. So B or P. There back is an exclamation that's a lot like awesome. Cool. So we got D. D. So D because it's like a door handle. D. Bar. And then that's either a G or a K, depending on where you use it in the sentence. Usually, if it's the end, it is a G. They're back. That's Mig. That one was J. Macju. Nice. That's a good one to know. Macju is beer. That one was. So it's no. And then that one is like a river or hl. So no, nore, nore. No, nore song. That's K. K is dog. Pear. A for pear. Okay, this one's a bit more. Obviously my main aim is like being able to like read, at least in the short term, being able to read, like look at that and immediately go, oh, that's what is that? That is that one was run. That's E. And E. Oh, is this Running Man? No. Raw? Running Man, which is a probably just categorize it as a light entertainment show that's Korean. It's good fun, even if you got no clue what's going on. Just watching it, without any attention span and just looking up and seeing something crazy going on is pretty fun. Of course, that one is Snake. Excellent. These ones have quite a few, so even though I'm on level 3, the first level only had 4. First level only had 4 rounds. Second one only had 6, whereas the 3 and 4 have 7, and 5 has 6 as well. I think 6 is more about like bringing it all together. Sorry, the round 5 is about bringing it all together, or level 5, sorry. So So at the moment, out of 40 characters, 40 letters, I've done 19. So, I'm halfway there. It's just remembering what these are. So we've got O, U. Okay, that's A, I, U, A, O, U. These two I remember because it's over and under for the little line. I remember E, first one we learned. A. Okay, I think I'm just going to have to learn these, but that's the point of this. If I just carry on with these, hopefully it will get into my head. So we've had A, and then that's E. Okay, in cafe. Okay, that's A. That one is ch because it looks like a chair. This one was. Oh, it's a vowel sound, so it's A. That is D for door. Don't sweat if you don't hear much of a difference. So we got ne and ne. So I think it's like a long. Oh, okay, that's good to know. So it's. Oh, okay, that's a good. Is A and E is E, and slightly closer to the A. Koreans often use the two. Okay, that's pretty interesting. So it's one that's a bit even Koreans can't get it right. So that is ne. So ne is yes. That's the silence. That's e. Me. Silent. So he made. Okay, cool. That is ch 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 ah dip dipar dipar. That's like an exclamation. Oh, okay. That one is ch ch se Piggy. Piggy. Pig. That was quite funny. So I had one peek. It's going to be the vowels. It's always going to be the vowels. But we learned eh. Yeah, it's just how similar a lot of these look. Like these are generally quite distinct. Outside of one or two. But these ones all look so similar, which makes sense. It's just the way that the language is obviously built up. Okay, these ones should be easy to remember. It's just double j and double s. So it's a stressed version. So it's like if in Japanese you'd have the little the tsu, but like a small tsu. to know that you double up on the next consonant. It's like so. This one, that one's G, and that's okay. C. So as long as I remember these, it's fine. That one was U. That one is under, so U. Jang means the best or awesome, as in you're the best. Jang, I'm the best. Stress, confident, sounds kind of cutesy. Okay. Yeah, so that this is part. It's things like this as to why the immersion method is sort of the one I'm planning on using. Is like it's hearing the subtle differences. So that one is oh, I forgot it already. Jang. That again. This was the problem. So because I was only doing this on the stream, and then it was only streaming, 1 or 2 bits. And that I'm not building that knowledge. I need to just sort of crack on with it, I think. And then I'll make the flashcards to help. That one is Aja. Oh, that was my fault. Asa. Yippee. That one is Jaw. Good. Oh, that's gonna be wrong. Good. Good. Giolio. Jolo. That one is oh. Where's that one, Ja? Oh, these are gonna be a nightmare. See. Wrestling. See, I remember that one. That one is So that's we just had this J. Yeah, I just J. Jolo. I mean, it gave me the sort of the wrong thing, but it at least lets me have it. Geo. That's meaning dope. I'm assuming that means it's the exclamation. That one was Sa. Cha. E. Pizza? I thought that was going to be pizza, but no. Cheap. That is. That one was Se. Selegi. Selegi trash. Is so bitter. The misses. That's a bit annoying. It's it's the vowels. These weren't a problem apart from the one that I made a mess on, but that's I suspected that these ones were going to be alright because they are just the the elongated versions of these two that we've already done. That's oppa. Again, more sort of double letters, which is, it's fine. It's a nice, almost a nice easy one. Oh, oppa. The older brother, oppa. That's oppa. That's dog. Dog. Fairly sure that was the ear. Oh. Dog. That one was good. Yeah. Dog. Oh. I know what this one is. So the g can also be k. Tteokbokki is like a thick rice cake, like cylindrical rice cake. They're really cool and really tasty. So that one we got four, pororo, pororo, pororo bean, pororo. So pororo is Pororo the Little Penguin, which is a little TV adventure like cartoon thing. Cool. That's interesting. So this one is po or popo. So it's kiss. That's popo. Popo. D. That one is da la da follow. So sol the da. Oh no, that was me thinking of the last one. That's fine. I got it in. We got the rest at least. Solida. Misses one. Yeah, that's not too bad. And we learned 3 new ones. Again, that's another chunk. That's 25 total. Only 15 to go in terms of actually like covering them to begin with. That's hey. All right, here's another 2 then. So we've got yeah and yeah. So yeah. Oh, it's got 2 on it now. That's going to be yeah, like in Kanye. No comment. Yeah, so it's yeah and yacht. Yeah. I mean, that's probably not how you'd say it if you were British. So yeah, yacht, yeah, yeah. So that one was yeah. That one is yeah. That one is ah. This is why I like this. It's the fact that it goes back over things. Oh, okay, that works then. All the vowels except e and have a y version. Okay, that makes it a lot easier to remember than I was making it out. That one is ya. So if it already has a notch, double it up to make it so that is ya. This one was your. Oh no, that one was yeah. So we got four, Goyangi? Goyangi meaning cat. Oh, that's cute. That one was Munda Imun? Oh, Imun? Not? Ormun? That with the line was. Yeah, oh, it's because I didn't put the yeah. So I was right with Emun. Yeah. Som Gesog? And that's yeah. I was right with yeah. With the air at least. It's just the doubling up. Yeah. Geran meaning egg. Yeah. Oh, yeah. On. Oh, on. Oh, under. Yeah, mun. I think I'm rushing too much. That's the problem. I want to get these done, but they're not necessarily going in. So that one is young because it's the oh. If it's at the beginning, then that's a silent. If it's at the end, then it's an ung. Yeah, young. Oh, I'm just gonna start putting K for that at the end. Young book. And then we got yeah. Hangsu fragrance. Cool. Misses, and that was because of the year. Right. Okay, so these ones with the well, the Y forms at least make a load of sense, which is good because it means that it reinforces the ones I've already learnt, which is cool. So that's 27 out of 40. So we got year and yay. Okay. Yeah. Yet. Yeah, like in yet. And year. That one is yay. One is pu. That one is ju. Annyeong. Yeah, Annyeong. So that's the informal, so the shortened versions of Annyeonghaseyo, which is the formal, the sort of the full way of saying hello. Annyeong is what you just say with your mates, like you're right, like hi, what's up? Um, Close friends or when talking with kids. We'll see in the next round. So we'll see the Annyeonghaseyo. So we've got um it's got a so the one notch on the left is or and young. Hopefully this will actually help me to remember this. So that one was on Rio. It was a wrong. I just put Hangul. We're just gonna have to. Oh, it's Yongo. That was right. It was. Forget the double is the Y. I'm just focusing so much on the trying to get the actual one right. I think that one was Yay. Yagi. Cool. That one was your Yomsu over Yomso. So that's your yeah. Your meaning woman. That is or Gojo. Get lost. Gojo. I'm hoping that some of these will sort of I'll start to recognize as I'm watching things. Speaking of watching things, I will actually get onto that after this round, or after I've done this level. I'll take a quick break for a drink, and yeah, just crack on, I think. So that's Yo Young Youngie Youngie Toilet. Nice. So that one is. Oh, let's actually make sure I'm typing right. Some of this is just me fat fingering the keyboard. Yosog? 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 There we go. I'm just fat fingering the keyboard. And then, so we've got your chin chingu girlfriend. Cool. And your yeah. Yeah. I was so tunneled in on the or. We got or and yeah and a. So your yeah. So yeah, because that one was a. It was yeah, that was the two very similar ones, a and a. Interesting by the looks of it. I don't think there's a 2-notch version of this one. Oh wait, there is. Yeah, already done it. Round 7. Hello. So we got your and you. These are going to be quite easy because well, apart from me forgetting, um, forgetting my basic prepositions of over and under. We're all good. That's an Annyeong. Oh, the formatting on this could be a bit better, but it's fine. So Annyeong is no polite greeting. So this was one I used a lot when I was in Korea. You just use it when you like walk into a shop, and it's like, or when you're going up to a counter when you've bought something. It's like Annyeonghaseyo. You can almost sort of like mouth your way along, and it's fine, especially as a foreigner. But the more fluent you get, the less you can get away with that. So we got um I know what this should say, but it's just a matter of of completeness, it's definitely worth sort of going through each one. So si one A. I think that one might have just been A. And then that one si yo. Single. There we go. 안녕하세요. So we got 사랑 예. 하나 예. 요. I love you polite. The polite version of 사랑해요. So that's, I imagine that's more of like a formal declaration. 사랑해요. I love you. You know, you'd see a romantic comedy and they'd be running out in the rain. 사랑해요. So that one is you under humor. Humor. You got do do you soy milk. So you've got your over. That one is 요즘. Got 학교. Oh, it's K at the end of the syllable, not just the word. Oh, it is raining quite a bit outside. Not saying that other countries don't get rain, but you know, rain in the UK is constant. When I was at university, we always joked that it was only ever sunny during the first week of the year, so Freshers Week, and during like on open days. So you know, when you wanted to show everybody around, or when everybody's just getting settled in, you know, glorious sun. Every other day of the year, rain. Right, back on with this. So we got your porn. Oh, your book. Nice. And that is the end of level 3. I'm just going to race right on. So that's 31. What I might do is actually just get to the end of level 4, because level 5 is just about recapping. Level 4, I'll go through everything. And then that will probably be it for the stream for tonight. Because I need to get myself ready for the week. It is a Sunday after all. So we've got Go West, the last set of letters. Canada, non-aspirated consonants. So majority of the consonant sounds in Korean are unaspirated, no puffs of air. Okay. Try pronouncing pat without making the tissue move. I'm only doing what it's saying. It looks a bit strange, but I'm only doing what it's telling me to. And then there's the aspirated consonants. k. It's the aspirated version of g. So it sounds like sort of puff of air comes out. So instead of it being like a almost like a glottal stop in your throat, or g, this is a proper like sort of forcing out a k. That's k. I think that's why they've differentiated it as G and K. So like, hot. Obviously, that's fine. Natural is just is somewhat aspirated. Mm-hmm. So we've got k, k, k. Yeah. Okay. Those were like Ganada. Okay, so it's just making sure it's like a h rather than that mix of sort of k, g, which uses a bunch of k's on it. So k, 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 k. Try searching Twitter for k, 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 and ha 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 ha. That's good. That's quite cool though. So we've got k, k, ah, Canada. Ka. Sorry, ka. That's Canada. So we've got me. Make so Mexi. Oh, this is gonna be Mexico. Mexico. I think obviously the writing of this would be a little different. There'd be a proper connection between the circle and the H. So we've got Hong. I already know what this is going to be. Hong Kong. Okay, so that's a group. It's just core. Cool. Nose. Cool. Me. Camilla is going to be camera. Camilla. That one is core. Lim? Kurim. Okay, Kurim. Yeah, Kurim. That's 32, so that's the only new one, but we're nearly there. Hopefully it's the last two consonants. Okay. They're going along with oh yeah, this whole thing's for the last of the consonants. Cool. The aspirated version of d. So yeah. So it's a bit like the difference when you're doing almost in reverse of when you're doing Japanese. You've got the t sounds, and then you put a little mark on them to make them a d. So it's that same sort of idea, or a k going to a g, and a h going into a b, or a p. Yeah, Korean doesn't have that bit, but it's sort of like the others are still a bit reversed. That sort of aspirated versus non-aspirated, sort of d, t, g, k. Cool. That's good. That's interesting, and it will help me remember these. So that one is t, because I remember the door handle. Four for under. Ch for chair. Somebody sat on it. So that's the double G. In English, T at the start is always aspirated. So many borrowed English words we spelled with a T. Okay. Usually just so the B replaces the V, which is similar to to Japanese. Cool. So that is TP. There we got bear. Vietnam? Oh, Vietnam. So again, these seem more like the. I mean, I assume they prop up in regular, in like some regular Korean, but I imagine a lot of these are for like borrowed words. So we got. I think I know what this one is. Just from looking at the second bit. So al di ah. Oddly enough, I'm going there in 2 weeks' time to Bologna for about the 5th time. The last time I was abroad was in Bologna. This time I'm also in Bologna. So it's tour. That one is the double for your. So toyo. Toyoil? Oh, that's interesting to say. That means satay. Toyoil. It's that separation between the yo and the il. I know as you sort of say it, it does sort of like mix together for the classic oi sound for oi, but yeah. Toyoil. So we got two. That one was Myeong. Myeong. That's pounds. Nol. E. Nolito? Playground. Okay. This one's. Oh, okay, so it's got the extra line on it for the Pertenber. So rather than the H going towards Pertenber with a different thing, it sort of switches between the two. Okay. I've done I did some Japanese before this, so I trying to sort of connect it to that. My kana was really good, so I'm perfectly happy with that. So it's yay, yeah. It'll be the W's that where I start to get a bit. Okay, so the put is also the F sound. That's fine. So we got coffee, the coffee. So we got sure, sure. So is this going to be actual shopping? Over. Here? Ping. Over. S. Here. P. E. Hung. Over. Under. Is this in the double P? I don't know whether that one was wrong. At least I knew it. So we got deal. Hey? Lipe. You got saw, soaping, sapping. This is just gonna, yeah, soaping. This is literally just because I didn't put the H in. So that one is pa, green onion. We got pa, not square bracket. No, that pa, John, John, green onion pancake. And you got four, door, door, grape. E. Oh, that's something so cute sounding. It's like blush. P. So you got Al, then you got duck, duck, work of art. Work as in work of art. Nice. We got P. That's all of the consonants. Excellent. So we've got all 19 consonants, and then we've just got the W forms of the vowels to go. Yeah, so it's got the R or the A, then that gives it the W. Oh, that's another, so we got oo, hua. Was it combination of all over, hua, hua, hoi, hoi. So it's that sort of in between of, if you were to say each one separate, say oi, it's that oi. If you just mute the first bit. Okay. So we've got hua. As soon as you start adding in some of the extra things, especially when it becomes like true, like stylized stuff, that's when it starts to get a bit tough. I think that one's way. That one's two. So wow. As you can see, to get a worse sound, you just combine the okay. Either that or that. Okay, that's quite interesting. Wrap around the initial consonant. Any final consonants go at the very bottom, like always. So with that one is easy. Waluigi's favorite thing, and Wario's. Wah. Waluigi. Then we got we. That's Y. Got wine. Oh, just wine. Cool. Got Wail. And then Wa. Wang. So. This is going to be another exclamation by the looks of it. So we've got Ne. Nenwa. Nenwa. Give me. And this one, so we've got Due. Due. No. We're quite rather. Cool. That's the first one in a while. We've got no misses. Okay. So the U has the single as the double dash. The Wa has the Wa for the first two has either one of the ups or downs on them, or the over-unders on them. This is where I'm going to get a bit confused, I think. There's a combination of so war, wonderful war, way. That one was war, way. Was war. So I think I'm just going to have to, again, it's another memory thing, but that's fine. This is the sort of thing, because you use it so much, it'll just ingrain itself. As long as I've got a stable footing on it, then I am perfectly happy. Okay, that's bright vowels and dark vowels. Okay, so there's sort of there's no actual like reason why it's one way or the other, apart from sort of like feeling. So that's mue, mue, more, more. Where I mean, I'd argue that having it that way, like, makes it so that they go into unless because you put it there, you can have your consonant on the top there. Where that one was to webtoon for webtoon. Cool. That'll be another thing I try to sort of do. So once I've got some of the hearing down, and once I've got myself able to read the Hangul, I will start to read sort of actual webtoons in Korean. Because at least with those, the images are usually directly related to what's there. So again, that gives me that sort of connection. So we got go ma wo oyo omaoyo. Thank you. Omaoyo. So that one is four. One. I think I've still got my one somewhere. I whenever I go abroad and it's a money like a money system that I've not used before, I always try and keep at least some of it. Usually, like at least a few coins, or like maybe even a note, like the lowest denomination note. I think I've got 1,001 note somewhere. So we've got A. I think that was A. A. O. D. Neporio. Dua. Well, Neporio. Nepoiro de do. Neporio. Doyo. Yeah, body oil. Mechanics of it, I think, as well. Just the actual moving for the sort of the fluid nature of Korean. It sort of does because it's very well, this is a syllabary. It's sort of all just sort of flow together. So with this, we've got well-being. It's just well-being. Cool. So we got where wedding the oh 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 there so wedding dress wedding dress. Nice. And two new ones. We've only got. Right, hang on. We know 38. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, no, I don't. That is a lie. That is only 37. So we're missing these three. We've got the 19 consonants, and then we've got 19 consonants, and then we've got 18 of the vowels. Whee! This one should be pretty easy to remember. I think again, it's just obviously the e. We'll just be remembering which way around it goes. Oh, okay, that's definitely going to be the we and where. So we got remember that. That one was so it's k. That one is you or your. But be careful when reading where. Oh, so why does it exist then? Not sure why, but it is. Okay. So it's basically another just like remember this, you'll be fine. So we got we home. We home meaning danger. And we've got where because it's upside down. Where cook where cooking where cooking foreigner. So this one we got ga we. That's a bit of better type. Ga we we. Oh, okay. Gowie, Bowie. Well, rock paper scissors. Seeing it all like out like that is just quite funny though. I'm just here reading it as all like one word, and it's like, I mean, yeah, it's all one word, but yeah. So this one, tree, meaning mouse, and we've got tree meaning ear. Then that's the one to trip me up. So we got where When son. So I imagine one of those left, one of them is hand. So we got Gwen, Gwen, Gwenmul monster. There, Debris, Debris, Debris. Got ah, 2 new Hangul letters. Says we've learnt 40. We have not. It's 39. We've got 1 left. We. So that one is quite easy because that was just and that one is E. Can also be pronounced like E when in names and sometimes like E. Useful, but this one's at least a bit easier. It's a very clear E, we. That one is yo, yeah, yeah. That one is yo. That one is ch. Save the weirdest for last. When combined with other consonants, it just becomes E. Example, he. Very no common. Finally, the grammatical particle. Ui. It's pronounced E. Okay. There's going to be some grammar that I'm going to have to learn, I think. As I'm going through this, I'm going to start sort of writing my roadmap for sort of what I need to do. Because things like this, it's, that is grammar rules. I don't want to be learning like about just a list of rules and hoping that gets me fluency. But I also need to know, as I'm listening to stuff, that I need to know the structure of a sentence, so I can at least in my mind go, right, okay, that's the verb, that's some sort of particle. I say I've studied some amount of Japanese, so I know, you've got wa, ni for your different things, whether you're referring to person, place, time. So I imagine there's similar elements to this, and I think that it's just knowing what they look like is going to be important. I imagine this is similar to the fact that in Japanese, you have the particle wa that's written as ha. It's a bit different to this one where it's ui sounding like eh, but yeah, just knowing that there's going to be some amount of grammar I've got to learn. But then that's fine. If I learn basic sentence structure, I'll be able to sort of figure out when I listen to things. It should be easy to figure out if I do that, and that's the point. That I'm not a child. I don't have to learn everything purely by sort of absorbance. I can look things up. I can figure out why we say big brown dog and not brown big dog. There is a reason for that in English. There is just a way that it works. Of adjectives, there's just like a ranking of adjectives, but people don't teach us that. That's just ingrained. You can sort of, as you say it, you can like, it's not technically, it's not even like grammatically wrong. It's just not how real English is used. So yeah, so that's actually something I'm going to write down on one of my scrap pieces of paper. So basic Korean grammar. Sentence structure. That's probably my next thing alongside sort of watch alongs that I'll be doing. I'll probably actually just stream me editing videos together as well. Make it a proper like co-working, co-study stream. But you probably don't need to worry about that last one. Thanks for telling me. That's fine. So we got the Lisa Doctor, and that one is Uija chair. We see Puri honor. We, unless it's going to make me say it as he. Yeah, because it's not. It's by itself. It's not by itself. It's got a consonant sound. Himang. Oh, it's done it there anyway, but just let me get away with it. Okay, cool. That's not 41. You lied. Please do the level. You've learned all the Hangul letters. Oh, okay. It's a few pronunciation rules. I'm just going to go through these. This is for level 5. So this is the last level. So it's not just about going through the actual Hangul letters. There is some pronunciation things. That is good to know. But that's, again, this is why I'm really liking this. The idea is that you can sort of sit in front of it and do what I've done. I've taken my time with this. You know what? Before I do, I'm just going to finish my tea. There we go. Tea finished. Yeah, it's not just giving you the, like, you could have just had a list. It's like, right, remember these. Cool. No, this is drip fed it, reinforced, giving you little sort of hints and tips. I know that things like Duolingo do that for you, but I've just never quite, things like the double markers for the Y vowels and the sort of the combinations for the W vowels and stuff. It never really explained that element to it. It just sort of, again, was like, here's the new thing, and copy it out. And it's like, well, yeah, writing is important. And one of my streams will probably just me sat writing Hangul a bunch just to try and get it in as much as the flashcards. It's I'm gonna do flashcards that go both ways. So I'll do flashcards where it's got the Hangul there, and I'll try and know what the sound is, and then that can be adapted to finding out the meaning, and vice versa. I can show up the romanization of it, and then I've got to write the Hangul, and see how I do with that. And then as that comes to it, I'll have a meaning of a word, and I've got to write the Hangul for it. It's steps. I knew this wasn't going to be easy. That's kind of the point. No, I'm going to move this across a little. There we go. Right. So there are some combinations that are hard to pronounce. So I'm going to pronounce them a little differently than how they're spelt. Oh, that's good to know. once you like, it's again, it's a one and done thing. Unreleased stops. Brain if a syllable's final consonant comes before. The syllable's final consonant comes before another consonant, or at the end of a word. It's always so. This was like the g going to a k. But the fact that that is it is a bit awkward because that's a s. Which means there's no puff of air. Okay, so yeah, it's pretty straightforward in the ones that we expect. So this means that t and d pronounced d. And g are pronounced g. And p and b are b. Okay, so S is also like a T. Which means that giz is actually git, hit, hiss, hiss, hit, hit, hit. Okay, so it's so actually you look at the like the mechanics of speech and it makes sense. And as time goes on, things like that do change. There's effectively a to okay. Fudge for the consonants. Okay, so all of the ch, that sort of line of ch, s, where it sort of goes differently in your mouth, but it's all the same sort of idea. Pronounced t at the end of a consonant or before another consonant. Okay, so it that is mat or hard. It's a very sort of hard sort of d, but it's an in between a d and a t sound. That one is wood. Nacham, nacham. Pat- Pata, pata. Correct. Nice. That's patim, patim. Oh, okay, so that's why it's in there. I had heard of this as the patim rules. So it's just for particular things. Oh, okay, that's just another thing I've got to look out for. Again, it's more when I'm doing the flashcards and sort of the writing. Yeah. So we got lo pot, lo pot. Is pot, pot was another one that had a. So that is got is He. Vilket he? Ett. Ettan. Ettan. He. Iot. Iot. Neighbor. Nice. Ghastly. Whenever a syllable and a final consonant is immediately followed by a vowel sound, that final consonant moves to the start of the next syllable. So rather than it being pal, I, pa, di, sorry, ga, gi. Yeah, so instead of gil, I. Yeah, so it's only if that sound is not a consonant. Yeah. So instead of gil, I, it's gi, li. And instead of that being uh, no, pi, no, pi. Oh, yay. There's one case where it changes a little bit. So, okay. So you've got ch, one final, the final t is followed by e. So it's chi, you got chi, g, depending on how. Okay. I am going to have to write these all down. I think that will be part of the flashcards. Okay. Not so different from shun. Okay. I get that. Similar situation as that. Remember that the final consonant moves to the following syllable. Okay. So we've got ga, chi, kachi together. Now then we've got ma, ma, is, ma. Oh, is this going to be ma? That was one where it goes to ch, machis. Oh, shisoyo, shisoyo, ma, shi, so, yo. So even though it's written like that, the s's come up to the next sound. Okay, so we've got ma. That's another example of consonants. That's j. That also become machayo or machayo, machayo, machayo. Got i, ushim. Sim? Oh, that's me just being an idiot. So we got four, four, roboci, roboci, ni, roboci, roboci, robo시합니다. So I think the nida bit is something to do with like the to be. So it is certainly the da. You hear it a lot when you hear Korean. It's like it's a lot of like da's at the end. So I'm guessing that's something to do with the verb. She. So it was okay. So we got ro or she. That changing of that to the she. Robo she. So we got some. So rather than us it's sim. Yeah, I'm just gonna finish this now. I'm nearly halfway through the last one, and I've been doing this for an hour and a half. That's some solid studying, or nearly an hour and a half. That is some solid studying. Let's just have a quick check on who has been contacting me. There we go. So whenever a final g comes before an initial ul, the g is pronounced as ung. Bing funk. This is a very, very okay. Ning name. Okay, so instead of it being nickname, ning name. Some releases little to no. Okay, so it's to flow from. So rather than nickne and have that gap, it's ningne. It's a bit more. It flows a bit better. It's. I mean, a lot of languages do this. I mean, in English we have it where you have if you're saying something using your indefinite article. If you're looking at something, but if it's followed by a vowel sound, you'd go an. So like an ostrich or an egg, but you'd say cake and a friend. So it's that same idea of like you're changing slightly. French does it as well, where you omit the leading vowel for the for like la or for le particularly. And again, to use so like hospital in French, l'hôpital. You miss out the because it's a vowel sound. Even if it's not strictly speaking a vowel, it's a vowel sound. They emit the vowel on the l, so it's just l with the apostrophe. Another closely related phenomenon is that an initial following a final blank turns into g. Oh, so it's not a blank, it's the ng. So a song becomes songki. A sonni. Two rules kind of combine with. It gives me. I might have to write this one down. Well, good to know at least. I've got that written down. I think I might just have to write down all of these rules. Even if it's just as a visual reminder, just while I'm still getting some of these into bed. So the actual basics are fine. It's these rules. Luckily, as it says, the rules are are very static. So as soon as you know the rules, it's like, the good news is most Koreans don't even consciously register this sound change. So if you're reading something out loud, they may not even notice. Okay, that's good to know. It's more for the romanization stuff. So for this one, you've got Nick Ning comes Ning him. Okay. And then you've got Mug, but then that becomes Mung. Yeah. And you've got Sure. Jong. So it's that third rule, the ung plus ul becomes ung plus un. And then instead of jok, jong, jonglip. Why did I get this one wrong? Nip. Okay, so that goes to that plus the okay. Nip. I think I just wrote something down wrong. Or they formatted it wrong. I don't know. This is Ding. No, because that was there. It's another, yeah. This one is Shong Dip. Ding. Was air. Shing Dip. Dang. Got that into a so you got bang so good chok chok into strong got uh so you got bang me bang moo moo oh, that one was bang quá Hangul Hangul Museum is Ding Dingman Bing Mick you got so song that just makes the thing plus that song no song no song is so eyelash. Let's see song e sing e ria songriang ingriang oh that so the ding yang oh this bit's tough that one is Dong Dong got so song that song then you got song yeah, song Leo song yeah okay so that one is also song God, I've just had a bit of a nightmare with copying these down then by the looks of it so we got Singmul. That was fine. So we got Dong goes to Song Ya. Song Nyuk. Oh, that one was tough. How much we got left? 3 more. Let's do this. Let's try and get it done in the next 20 minutes. Okay, so round in month. With this sort of leaving your mouth in the position at the end of one syllable when you start the following syllable. So before mm, l, and go to okay, so it's about sort of continuing on the word and then before you've got uh, uh, just so it's a lot. Oh, it's a lot to remember. I'm gonna have to get myself a nice little notebook, I think, of just my musings, my things, just to help me. Same phenomenon as last round. So again, it is that sort of flowing thing, but then because I'm not speaking it, it's difficult to understand that flow. It also means that reading Hangul, I won't be able to understand it. I'd be able to read it verbatim, and then get the pronunciation wrong, and then not actually understand that the pronunciation is wrong, and sort of not be able to figure it out until it's way too late. So that's why I crack on with this now, I think. So we got E, but goes before an goes to so we got im. Ib, so it's ibmat. Immat. So it's sort of, yeah, so it follows onto the second bit. This one is omu. So the ones I've got to worry about are and n as the preceding consonant. So this one is, so we got gum, sa, e, as gum sa, 감사합니다. But that bit is the rather than a b. Come sun, some. Yeah, because it's the b goes to So b and p go to and ch go to l. Hum ni da ni da is thank you. Kamsamnida. So we got ba bum gup bung gup bung gup su sun sum bung gup sum nida. Nice to meet you. Bung gup sum nida. Im doing the double M. Imme math shape. I like that they do sort of try to link it. So for that one, it was the first one was breathless for the like the not quite glottal stops, but sort of that aspirate. There we go. The aspirated and unaspirated things. Gas leak to make things more aspirated. We had Ning name for the previous one. This one's Humborn. That same sort of like flow. So that one is Ni. This one was Your Yomun. And this one was the other one where it goes to the N. So it's Mana. Sort of thing that you just sort of learn, but because okay, so this is where I can't just sort of necessarily take each individual one. I do have to sort of take the word. The individual one would give me like a basic like knowledge of what it's actually showing, of what it's meant to sound like, but I won't be able to tell until I've seen the whole thing. So is 4 on Ninda. Is included in the ul. What? So it's non Ninda. So this is Buninda. Oh, double N. Buninda. You got Yin. No. Ri. Yin. Ri. 5. 2 more to go. Let's do this. Can I do it for my 2-hour mark on stream? Not because I don't like being here, but because it is 20 past 9 and I have work in the morning. And I do want to have a chance to sort of settle down for a bit. Yeah. This round we'll double. Okay, so a doubled up like the RL sound is a L alarm. Okay, that one's quite easy. Okay, L is also L. The N sound gets contaminated, it becomes N too. Okay, cool. That one is uh that was me just to go in full English mode there. So with that one we've got all the Olive. Okay, that makes sense. So it's so it's often for imported words then. That one is sweet? No. Is a word. War? Ulle? Ulle? Yeah. Baldi? Baldi. That one is almost the same. Balle? Got Oli? Ola? Olain? Even though that one it's online, the sort of the sounds bleed together. Yeah, cool. Nice. So Son Sola Solal Solal. Oh, so it works the other way as well. So that one is Wa Wal Li Valio Sil Yang Silang. Last one of the day. Let's get this sorted. It's these rules of just something I'm going to have to go through again. I might, for my next stream, go through these as well as making up my flashcards. In this final round, we'll look at something crazy. Double final consonants. Okay. Always been an initial consonant and a optional final consonant. Sometimes. So we can have two consonants at the bottom. Some of the most common. Okay. When a double final is at the end of a statement or followed by a consonant, only the final consonant is actually pronounced. Final double finals at the end of a statement or followed by a consonant. Usually pronounce the first consonant in these cases. So, you got or, and then below you got put and so. So that's pronounced up. And you've got a with n and so. That's so strange. I'm guessing there's some sort of reason for it, because that's and it's just sort of merged out to be sort of just ik. But then that's ikda. But then if it was a but it said you pronounce usually you pronounce the first consonant in these cases. Oh, okay, so it's for that specific one, it's just a k. But normally it's yeah, okay. And a double final is followed by a vowel sound. Second consonant. Okay. See, that's fine. That makes sense. Why they do it, I don't know. It's obviously a leftover thing. I might go into the history of Hangul at some point. I just do like a little video on it. But then it's yeah. No, so all the other pronunciation rules still apply. Yay! Right, let's go. Let's do this. So we've got E for that one. Second one. So it's Iktar. Read. That one is Ik. Gun. Che. Check. Ikken. Check. E. Oh, that's the right. So that one is Il. Gun. Check. Il. Gun. Check. That one is so it's E. Is. Ista. 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 Ita. Oh, that's the. That was the other thing, and it becomes. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go check that one again. I'm just gonna have to write like a little flashcard of the Batchum rules. That one is. It's. I know it's is. So that one's fine because it's not before a consonant. Then that one is before a consonant, but first one wins in this case. So we've got under. This one is another one of those. So it's that. Or it's consonants. It's the first one. Or that. We got or, but it's consonant. It's a vowel, so it moves. So we got or. So so yo upsil. And then this one is Right, I've got my rule here for it. So we've got but the first one goes okay. So we've got 4. This one says omnen. Or this I'm gonna really have to study these. That's and ja. We've got we when ja chan. Oh, is that going to be a? Oh yeah, it's the Unchatio. Unchannayo. Wait, so Gwen Chan H disappear. Unchannayo. Is that going? Oh, is that one of the ones to do with like the swooping, like the going between two things? Okay. So, but gym rules are next on the list. This is good. This is, I mean, for lack of a better term, this is content. Me struggling with this, and it's things I could put into a video. So, how I went to being able to read Korean in 3 weeks. I've got to. I'm not saying it's ever going to be that short, but this has been a week, and actually it's been a elongated. I could have just sat through this and gone through it in a few hours. Spent 2 hours here. I've done most of the stuff that's here. So I'm just looking at the clock. I've done most of the stuff that's here in 2 hours. And some of the earlier stuff was stuff you could do quite quickly because it was the very basics. It was the first few things. Yeah, but then it's like, so you can do this, but then you've got to learn your rules, and then you learn your grammar. Like, things to do before you try immersion learning. Like, just means that I can sit and watch Korean dramas for fun as well. I actually started watching at the weekend. What was it called? I'm just gonna Uncanny Counter on Netflix. It was released in 2020. It's got 2 series. It's actually like quite good. I really enjoyed it. But then I was watching that with English subtitles. So I've almost got like a tier list of things. So things that I actually plan on enjoying for now. I'm watching with English subtitles, so I've actually got an idea of what's going on. Then I'll have one that I'm just learned. Like, I'm looking for the simplest shows, things where it's very clear what's going on. Is what I'm going to watch with 0 subtitles, 0 anything. That's more for the like just the auditory processing, so to sort of just hear the Korean. And then once I've got the Hangul down and I'm able to just like read it, then I can add subtitles to like that middle tier of shows that I want to sort of watch through, but then I'm using it as a learning thing. And eventually it will get to those top tier shows that I'm watching along in English as well, I will be able to change those to Korean subtitles and eventually turn them off completely. You know, it's a process. It's a you step along. Right. So this one was that's the one where the goes through. So that is duck, duck, chicken. Or I want me some chicken and beer. So it's 4. First one wins. So it's 4. 4. You got Noe. Um, Noen Chan Enchannayo. That's the one with the H goes. So Enchannayo. Oh, Enchannayo. I just got to remember that H sort of disappearing. Oh, double final consonants. Oh, was that it? Did I finish? I'm just going to redo this one very quickly because I think it's sort of. I don't know if I'd actually done it or what. That one is Kta. Il. Ilgen. Check. What's the Ita? Is so. And it's Anta. Okta. Is it just sort of going over the same ones? It might just be a bit glitchy. I'm just gonna, if this doesn't continue to work, then I will just leave it there. So that's 4, 4, so, so, oh, then the goes to in, oh, then does that change? Oh, and then, on, uh, on, um, oh, because it goes to my fault. So we got uh, in, done, oh, oh, yes, that first one on, then is fuck. This is going on for quite a while. Might just because it's the last one. We've got oh, there. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Continue. Oh, and then it goes back to the start of level 5. Level complete, say what? Continue. Oh, there we go. Apparently, now I can read Hangul. You know what? I'm gonna see what this says. So we've got me. This is just gonna say mission complete, isn't it? Apparently 41. Don't think it was 41. Uh, 235 words, apparently. Cool. This was a great website. I'm actually going to look at these extra things for now. So this was Let's Learn Hangul. I have now apparently learned Hangul. Yeah, thank you very much for studying with me today. I'm going to leave it there for now. Please check out the videos. Please check out the channel if you're watching. I reckon once I actually get into a bit of a stream, I'll be like a bit of a flow. I'm sure I'll be bringing out things. I'm gonna start making some shorts videos. Yeah, thanks very much for joining if you've joined. If not, if you're joining later, then please feel free to join in as and when you can. This is more of a study stream. I'm not here, you know, talking too much about, you're not here for my personality. You're here to work with me. Hopefully, I can change your mind on that. But yeah, thank you very much, and I'm just gonna end it here. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. See you next time.